Isn't that something? Well, you haven't seen anything yet. There's a moment the side stick will go right. And rolling. This is MSN 4, powered by 4 General Alliance GP7000s, around about £70,000 on thrust. 380, of course, can be powered by the Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engine. Range of the 380 up to 8,500 nautical miles. That's with a full load of passengers. At the beginning of the show, 390 A380 orders were already in from 18 customers, including one leasing company. So far, more than 190 A380s have been delivered to 13 operators. And that's since they started doing delivery. Since 14 to Lufthansa, 10 to Air France, 81 to Emirates, 12 to Qantas, 19 to Singapore Airlines, 10 to Qatar, 5 to Chinese Southern Airlines, 6 to Malaysia, 6 to Thai, 12 to British Airways, hurrah, 4 Asian Airlines and 82 Etihad. More than 100 A380 routes are now operated by 13 airlines. The number of airports that can take the A380 has increased, 230 airports around the world. Go on that, anywhere around the world you can find where the is. So for that, I take it. Extremely efficient aircraft now coming in for a slow pass, right to left. All the slow passes will go right to left, high alpha, high angle attack. So this huge aircraft, majestic A380, over the birthplace of British aviation here at Farnborough, drifting past at a near ground speed of 128 knots. Very flexible, allows the airlines to decide how they want to have their layout. For example, some operators might choose to sit their first and business class passengers on the upper deck, providing corporate jet-like environment, while preferring the 380 main deck for an all-economy layout. It's remarkably quiet for a large aircraft. Indeed, inside it's very, very quiet as a passenger. Fly by. We've got different landing spots. Taxi back up to the far right and push back into its parking slot. Airborne, for an equally dramatic display, is incidentally on the Rolls-Royce stand. You can have a very close look at these engines with 84,000 pounds of thrust at takeoff. This is MSN-2, one of the original fire certification development aircraft, first to be equipped with a full cabin interior. Now, in a 3-class configuration, the A350-900 will seat 325 passengers. Now, there is a longer range version of the 350. It has the capability of flying up to 19 hours. And what does that mean in real sense? Well, it means that Singapore Airlines have already ordered the aircraft, and they're going to use it to restart the Los Angeles and New York direct service to Singapore. There's a longer fuselage version, the type that Richard Branson has ordered. This is the 350-1000. That will typically seat 366 passengers. And the first one has already been put together and being fitted out now down in Toulouse in the south of France. And the maiden flight will take place before the end of this year. So far orders for the 350 XWB, 802 orders from 42 customers. That was at the end of last month. Deliveries of the 350 at the end of last month. Well, Airbus have managed to deliver 27 of the aircraft. The A350-900s, 20% of it is composites. Flashing on the top. Yeah. I don't suppose you can hear it. You just throw your stones at him.
What's he talking about?
We'll try another method. Down on the 350. Van in the way would move. Oh, it's like enjoyed by another mate.
Yeah.
Breaking the barrier. Probably breaking all sorts of rules now. Mark's not wearing a Dago jacket, but there we go, the 350 coming past. Register A400 on the runway. Start is taking off right at brakes on. Go on, Mark. Get over the fence. Go on. France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Spain and Turkey. Long evaluation phase. Beginning of the construction started the first aircraft in January 05. Maiden flight December 06. That flight test program has some 5,665 hours. It's already received its full civil and military certifications. Designed for the carriage of troops and oversized cargoes, included armoured vehicles and helicopters. The ability to undertake tactical delivery operations from unprepared strips was of its significant importance. In other words, it can land on really rough, short, narrow strips. It can then use those huge propellers to reverse down the strip, get rid of its load, take off without having to do any U-turns on the runway, and therefore minimise the time on the ground and therefore greater efficiency of delivering whatever it is you wish to deliver. The engines are the Europrop International, rated at 13,000 shaft horsepower. Now those propellers in reverse pitch, those props can reverse the aircraft up a 2-degree concrete slope at max takeoff weight, reversing. If you look at the big screens, you can see the scaffolding pole just ahead of the flight deck. That's the in-flight refueling probe. Talking about those big propellers, the adjacent propellers on each wing rotate in opposite directions to produce down between the engine's airflow. Now the major benefits of this are reduced wing loading, more symmetrical airflow, greater lift distribution and improved engine out handling. And indeed that whole method, that whole concept adds to 4% of lift. Crew 2, NVG, night vision goggle capability. Head-up display, big head-up display. Also got a third seat for the tactical mission commander, if you so wish. You've got the Lopez YouTube, I'm in for it now. In the medical role, the type can carry 66 stretchers and 25 medical staff. Now it can cruise around about 300 knots. It's got a great rate of climb. It's very versatile, very flexible, as you can see, diving deep to the ground. Side stick flying controls, all by fly-by-wire. Depending on what you're going to do with the aircraft, the AE400M is expected to have a minimum service life of 30,000 hours, even taking into account the roughness that you get on low-level operations, short field deployment. I reckon that the export market over the next 25 years will account for something like 400 of this type of airlifter. Most recent order placed by Malaysia, who require 4 aircraft with air-to-air refueling capability. Airdrop operations can be conducted anywhere between 125 knots and 200 knots. Depends on how long you want to stay in the hot zone, I suppose, really. I believe. A400M just touching down with the head of her. There we go. Down the runway, see that, probably. When you're observing an airliner like this, or an aircraft like this, what you go for when you want to come to a halt is put your feet on the brake, because you normally back the tail in the ground. You have to go to forward to come to a halt. And as long as you don't do it on the centre line of the runway, you can't get through one and come up into the way. Taking photo shots of that flyby.
Correct. Michael.
Yes.